Hey guys, Jamiy, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Loomian Legacy, as you can see on the screen right now, and as you can tell by the title, we are talking about the event Geklows again. Also, while I've been streaming quite a lot since the event came out, which by the way is like 8 days left on the event if you're still wanting to hunt. Make sure you hunt now, because also once the event is gone, it's probably not going to come back, so make sure you hunt now. And also try and get that, at least the golden one, to get that iguana mount. So anyway, as you can tell, I've been hunting quite a lot. I haven't got any rubies or sapphires yet, unfortunately, although I have come cheekily now away with 2 alpha bronzes. I'm probably going to evolve one from the iguana, which is kind of cool. So anyway, as you can tell, I've been hunting quite a lot, and a lot of time when I'm actually streaming, I get asked, okay, what can I do to boost my chance to get the Geklows? What can I do to like find them easier and quicker? And to be honest, it's kind of like a difficult answer. You can't really boost for them too much, although there is a tip I can give you to like speed up the process and try and find and do more battles or encounters in the wild to maybe speed up to actually find you one. So then, also if we go for example, a lot of people have been asking me, can I boost the odds for the Geklows? And that actually is straight up no. You can boost the alpha odds, not the base form. For example, this is just a normal one, it's just the event, not an alpha. So for example, the bronze one is 1 in 100. So the bronze one is 1 in 100. You cannot boost that odds at all, no matter what you do. It is still going to be 1 in 100 of 1%. If you take the alpha, for example, low, alphas in this game are like typical shines in Pokemon. They are 1 in 4096. Although since it's an event, we cut it in half straight away for 2048. If you have the Game Pass, usually you'd cut it in half again, although with this new specific event, it's actually cut in 4 times, so I'll take you down to like 512, I think. And then with the gleaming row power or boost, it actually goes down. It used to go down 16 for this specific event. It is actually being multiplied by 64, which takes it all the way down to 1 in 16. So basically, if you have all of those boosts on, if you find 16 bronze Geklows, there's a fairly good chance one of them might be an alpha, which also I've found a lot of them. So that's basically how what you can boost for. If you don't know, the bronze one is 100, the silver one is 250, the gold one is 500, the emerald is 2000, the ruby is 5000, and the sapphire is 10,000. I don't have the ruby on the sapphire one yet. I've been hunting a lot. I'm just not really that lucky with when it comes to RNG. You guys also know this from my PvP videos, because I always get critted or flinched, which sucks. So yeah, anyway, low. Let's put that aside, okay. So then, I've also been getting asked the question, what is the best place to hunt? Or where can I find the Geklows? You can find the Geklows in every single patch of grass. It doesn't really matter where you hunt. Although, there is a couple of tips I can also give you, and also it's like, in my opinion, that will also help you a little bit more. And that is, if you are just hunting for the Geklows, you don't have the game passes, you're not using boosts, I would actually recommend you to hunt I'll get into it later low. Although, if you're hunting with game passes and boosts on, I would actually recommend, don't just hunt for the Geklows. That's also this tiny brain. Be smart, okay? Also, if you are hunting with boosts and game passes, pick a route where there's something like a gamma that you want. Also make sure that you've got the actual like gamma mastery done for it. So for example, for me right now, I'm actually wanting to go for a gamma Sorche, because also gamma Sorche is really, really cool and it's really rare. So if I go for the gamma Sorche and at the same time I'm going for the event Geklows, there's a good chance I could get gamma Sorche and I can still hunting for the Geklows to also get pretty good odds. So for me, I'm going for Gamma Sorche. Also, for example, if you want to go for a Gamma Kleptyke, go to Route 3, hunt in Route 3, you'll still find Geklows, and you can go for your Gamma Kleptyke. So that is what I'm going to say if you're using boosts. Just go wherever you want to try and get the Gammas. Also, if you want Gamma Romas, you can go anywhere for those as well. So just pick like a Gamma that is like route specific. If you want Obsidian, go to Igneous Hollows, and so on and so on. Although, if you're not hunting for the alphas, and you're hunting with no boosts and no game passes, I actually have a little tip, okay, that can actually speed this up a little bit. So, me and my chat on the stream went through every single route, trying to figure out, okay, what can slow you down and what can speed up your encounter rates, how many battles you can do within a certain amount of time. And I actually figured out, most of the routes actually suck for hunting on. There's actually what I thought was 3 routes that are actually pretty good to hunt on, although actually Islando about it, and actually one of them aren't really as good as I thought they were. So let's get on to it then, okay? So the best routes to hunt on are Route 1, Route 4, which also I'm actually hunting on, which is actually pretty lucky for me, and I thought it was actually Igneous Hollow, although Igneous Hollow actually isn't as good as I initially thought. The reason why is if we look to Gale Forest, we have a Grubby, which has, what ability is it again? Grubby, Pider has Apprehension, and Grubby has the ability Premonition. That's how it's pronounced. I was called Promotion. It's Premonition. Basically, those abilities, and also there's a secret ability, Cathorn and Grubby lines. Basically, whenever you encounter them and they have that ability, the ability will pop up, and then you gotta wait like 15 seconds before you can run. So obviously, it's wasting quite a lot of time since you can actually do about like 4 encounters every 60 seconds, so every minute you can like get 4 encounters in if you're really quick. Because also, if I battle something in the wild, okay, there's no ability, so it just goes straight to me being able to run away within like the first like few seconds. If there's an ability that pops up, I would have to wait for that ability to pop up, then for it to like tell me, okay, it's doing something, and then I can run away. So Gale Forest is also bad because of lows. Route 3 is bad because of Babor. There might be something else on there, but Babor also has Boast, and Babor is very common. So every time that you find a Babor, you gotta wait for its Boast ability to pop up, and then you can run. Same for Route 5, Babor's on there as well. For the Graveyard, Grubby again is there as well. For Route 6, you have the female Cathno, which has Adorable. It's like Intimidate, like Terrifying, but for melee defense, it pops up on screen. And then that also leaves us then with Route 1, which doesn't have any of these. It has a Cathon. Also, I guess Route 1, you can find secret ability Cathons, which will slow you down a little bit. So if you have the secret ability Game Pass, I mean, maybe Route 1 isn't really that good for you anyway. Plus, there's nothing really on Route 1, so I would probably recommend Route 4. Route 4, there's nothing. I don't think there's actually any abilities, even including the secret abilities, that actually like waste time. So Route 4 is actually the best place to hunt if you're trying to get as many Geklows or as many encounters as possible at the very least without having abilities slow you down. Mostly it's like for like the hardcore grinders. If you're like AFKing, you're not really paying attention, it doesn't really matter where you hunt, honestly. And that takes us then to Igneous Hollow, which also Igneal is super rare. It's same for like the secret ability Cathon. I don't think it really matters since it's like super rare. Same for the Igneal, since Igneal is very uncommon to find. It does have the ability Premonition as well, but I mean, if you can have a chance to get a Gamma Igneal at the same time, I think it's worth it for that little slowdown. Because it's an Igneal, I mean, come on, they're pretty rare anyway, you're not really going to find that many of them. It's mostly going to be Scalava and Kratel. Although, I actually didn't know is that they actually changed it whenever Igneal Hollows was released, because also on every single route, it's all not a patch of grass, as you can tell. There's a couple of patches of grass on every route, but for Igneous Hollow, the entire cave is basically one big patch of grass. So what I actually didn't know is they turned down how often you encounter things there. So for example, if I'm running around in here, in this patch of grass, I can find something really quickly. In Igneous Hollow though, they actually turned it down a bit. I'm not exactly too sure how much they turned it down, if it was just by 50%, if they turned it down by like double, so you don't find like things, so like if you find like things half as often as you would in like this patch of grass. So Igneous Hollow, if you're hunting for like as many encounters as possible to try and get as many Geklows as possible, Igneous Hollow actually isn't really that good, unless you're also trying to go for the Gamma Igneal. I would probably like maybe stay away from there, especially if you're a free-to-play player. I would definitely recommend Route 4. Route 4 seems to be like the best place to hunt, and if you're out Gamma hunting, you also have the awesome Sorcher. Also, you could go to Route 1 as well, but there's nothing really like super rare on Route 1. You can get like what, Twittle, Twilight, and Cathon, which I mean, you can get Twilight on this route as well, so I mean, Route 4 seems to be the best place to hunt. I would probably recommend it. So after this event, we're probably going to have a lot of Gamma Sorchers in the wild that are probably going to be like traded. So yeah, that's basically what I'm wanting to explain in this video, okay? I know it's kind of like a very long video, just me explaining it, but I thought I'd quickly go over it because I've been getting asked a lot in stream. If you're in the stream, also I've been like doing I did a 6-hour stream yesterday, and I did a 12-hour stream like the day before that. And you could probably like calculate how long I've answered that specific question. Where should I hunt? How rare are Geklows? I've probably spent like an hour so far explaining the odds rates, the RNG. So yeah. But anyway, with that being said though, I think that we can leave off there, as I find a bronze Geklow very fitting. So yeah, that's basically what it's to do. Hunt on Route 1 or Route 4. If you are hunting with boosts on, don't go to any route specifically. I mean, don't go to like any of those routes. I would recommend going to a route where you would want to find a gamma, even if it is also going to slow you down a little bit. I mean, hey, you might as well go for like, basically like, knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and go for a gamma that you want, at the same time as going for the event Geklows. That is what I would recommend at the very least. If I get a Gamma Sorchit, I will probably go back to Gale Forest, because I really want Gamma Pydra as well. So that's what basically I would recommend. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to leave it off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this video helps you, and happy event hunting, okay? But anyway, see you guys next time.